Germans during World War II built at least 5 types of things we would call flying saucers. Today, if we saw them in the sky, we would say they're UFOs. Of course, there's some debate, some mystery exactly how these things work. Starting with the most basic, the Foo Fighters, which the British and Americans saw in the skies, the bomber formation saw coming up at them. Most researchers believe these were simply turbojets mounted. Housed internally, so it was kind of a towel helicopter. You can imagine this with a cockpit above and below. Also, other alternate engines were proposed to this, among them being radio jet engines, which at that time many jet engines were radio jet engines, meaning that the exhaust came out the side rather than a straight tube, and there were many exhaust outlets. So this type of hand-picked jet engine would of course fit nicely into the saucer, and the jet engines would not only provide thrust where you wanted it, but they'd also use steering. It is said that on the initial flight it went up to 60,000 feet. The Germans make big claims for speed here. They actually claim it's a supersonic helicopter. As far as the receiver Habermas craft, we have a letter from the test pilot saying he flew one. And he wrote it to one of the living saucer designers that we had located in Germany. So it's sort of a testimonial letter to him saying, yeah, I know who you are, you were a designer, and at least I want to give you credit for it, but nobody else will.
Pattern and Heydrich published a book in Canada years ago, about 15 years ago, where they described the German disc research program in considerable detail and published a map.